So it is February 26, 2026, and I'm going to walk along my older plum, mostly Asian plums row. Here now they're in bloom, and see what is blooming already and what cross-pollinates each other easily and what is still not in full bloom. So late Santa Rosa, this is the first tree, now it's in a good bloom. Huge ozark, which is in full bloom now. Then a smaller tree of flavor grenade. And then what's interesting here is I have a combination tree with these pinkish flowers, which are Easterbrook original. In the back I have splash plot. Down low those white flowers are flavor king plot, and here up front broken heart is still not open. So broken heart, no, there are a few flowers, very few flowers are open. The next tree is dolly, which is in a full bloom now. Then I'm moving to the combination tree with Sarisa da Primavera, which is kind of in a very late bloom actually. And up front I have Howard Miracle, which is in a good bloom now because Sarisa da Primavera is mostly done. Then I have Autumn Gold. This tree is doing beautifully. Okay, this next tree is Howard Miracle up front together with Toka in the back. And the funny thing with Toka is also late. So Toka is not really open in the flower yet. So Toka is a late blooming. Then I have here Katarina Bonnell Plum. Then I have Autumn Jade blooming. The next one is this hybrid plum peach, which is DPRU 377. So blooming now, and hopefully I'll get some pollination. Not a ton of flowers, but still there are some flowers on this one. Then I have Mama's Cardinal. Mama's Cardinal in the late bloom now. So lots of flowers already spent, and probably there are some small fruitlets already. Okay, this tree is Mariposa up front in a very late bloom, and Hoops Japanese, which is a kind of in a mid bloom now. So Hoops Japanese I should be removing. I'm just harvesting it for the flower simply because we didn't eat much. Next tree here I have a flavor grenade on the bottom, blooming abundantly here. Then I have a huge Tabriz grafts, which is very vigorous and they're just starting to bloom. Tabriz is much later. And Santa Rosa somewhere in the middle here because the original tree was Santa Rosa and it's blooming too. So then we're moving to the another combination tree. Bilnaya, most of these trees, so it's what is blooming here. And I have a prune from Jack London Park. So the prune is still not blooming, of course. Prunes are much later. So prune is not blooming. Abilnaya is in full bloom now. Here's another prune tree, which is not blooming. And then I'm coming to another combination tree, which is Abilnaya, which is in full bloom now. Then I have, I believe this is Sierra. Yes, Sierra is in late bloom. And Mama's Cardinal, these flowers also in kind of a late-ish bloom. So Abilnaya is later than the other two here. Then I have European plum here, De Montfort, which is not blooming. And then I have Moir's Beauty, and Moir's Beauty is already in flower. So this is pretty early flowering prune, which is already, I would say, in full bloom, because I have another prune grafted onto it, and this one is completely dormant. And in the same row I have two seedlings of Bukhara plum. So the first seedling here, it's not blooming yet, so it's basically all the buds are closed still. But the seedling number two, this one, is in a good bloom already. This combination tree I have Vesuvius, which is basically finished blooming. So Vesuvius is very much done by now. I have Sierra plum, which is also very much done by now, so it's in a very late bloom. But on the other hand, golden nectar, these flowers, they're just basically, yeah, it's in a full bloom now. It's in a peak bloom now, golden nectar. And then I have the last plum in this kind of close row. But here I have Padre plum. Padre plum is like kind of a late bloom, but it's still blooming nicely. Then I have Burgundy plum, which is basically in a very late bloom. And I have Flavor King here, and Flavor King in a full bloom now. Also should mention a couple of other plums I have in middle of the other rows. Is Inca. Inca is basically very early bloomed. Right now the tree is green and it's basically done blooming. On the other hand, La Roda is still in a good late bloom, so it's also sprouting the leaves now, but still a lot of flowers on La Roda.